Yeah, there's been an issue since the gearbox was replaced and the new clutch and that. Whereby when I want to engage the cruise control, if I'm heading down a nice dual carriageway or a long straight road or motorway, it's not engaging unless I fettle with the clutch pedal a little bit. So there is a switch that tells the cruise control when you're pressing the clutch down, obviously, so it doesn't go rev the tits off as you're trying to change gear. And I suspect that that switch has been dislodged in some way or something like that. So yeah, I need to get myself underneath the dash to have a look up at where the pedals are placed at the top, and there's going to be a switch there, hopefully, that's going to be accessible, that I can work out what's going on, maybe readjust it or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it's a bit of a pain. It's like you've got to snap the clutch up really quick so that it hits the switch or dislodges the switch or something like that. And I don't want to keep doing that, you know. I want to look after the van. That's this morning's task anyway. Fix the clutch cruise control switchy thing, which unfortunately I won't know if I fixed it or not until I go for a drive. And I'm staying there for another night because I'm doing editing and stuff like that. So let's see if we can get under there and see what's going on. So that is the switch there. So for whatever reason, the only way it's working right now is if you depress the clutch all the way down and then snap it back up like that. So this little thing here needs some sort of adjustment. Right, let's find out what's going on. So it looks like, see this part of the switch is a plunger, and it looks like that goes around there, but it isn't allowing it to. So if I move that back, you can see that goes all the way up there. It's supposed to clip around there, so when you move the pedal, but it looks like it's not allowing it to go all the way to both extremities. I don't know why that would change or whatever. So yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. Now this little clip pushes back, so if I put it back there, that little clip pushes back up. Oop, like that, to cover that. So when the pedal's pressed, that pushes back down. Like I say, it looks like it needs to go back there, which is obviously further than the pedal's going right now. It could be the other extreme. It could be the fact that it's not being pushed up enough to properly reset or something like that. Don't know. So like I said, the problem I've got is I can't actually test. Well, I suppose I could get a multimeter on those wires up there to test whether it's being open circuit or not. It'd be nice to get this unit off, but obviously I've got limited access to getting under here right now. It's a bit of a pain. So I don't know quite what I can do. I'm going to have to fettle with it a little bit more just to see what options I've got, because obviously there's an element of movement in there as well, so it's not like I can fill the gap or something with something that holds it in place more, because this is the other thing, is that it's quite loose. So yeah, a bit of a pain, but I'll keep persevering. But yeah, if you ever wanted to know where the clutch switch for the cruise control was, yeah, that is it there, and that basically tells the cruise control that it's okay to engage, like the clutch is disengaged, so your cruise control can switch on, or that you're pressing your clutch down to change gear, so it switches the cruise control off, so that the engine doesn't rev away. Yeah, it's basically that seems like it's not allowing full movement. It is annoying that these things happen because you have to let other people, repair your vehicle or service your vehicle. They just don't take as much care as you or I would do working on your own vehicle. And this only has been more annoying. really, since I've started to do a lot of bigger journeys, and I've, you know, maybe sort of jumped on the motorway for half a day or something like that, and then I go to enable the cruise, it doesn't work. So all the time in between sort of leaving the garage and driving around France and all the switchback roads, obviously I've not been using cruise control, so I've not known about it. But now it's chuffing annoying, so it needs to be fixed. Bane of my existence as well is editing 360. Pull the file over into the software, look at the angles you've got, see what you want to create from it. Am I talking at this point? No. Obviously you've got mega views, so you have to look around all the time on the 360 to see what angle you want for the view that you want. And then then you've got these things where they're keyframes, where you can go in for a tightest look, or wide angle look, or crystal ball, tiny planet. Woo! Whee! So yeah, I normally have it on something like that, or something like that, and then I can control how wide or narrow the angle is from it. And then you've also got the direction lock, so that any changes you make to the angle will be locked in. And then the other thing that I don't really like about this camera, so if you look over there, it's way blown out. Now you can say they're colour plus, but that just makes the blown out look really bad, although you do actually get some colour back here. And then they've got aquavision, which supposed to be for underwater, but in all fairness, the aquavision looks better than the colour plus to me. But yeah, none of them are great, and it's just something I have to deal with. It's a cool camera to be able to play around and get all these angles, but it's a bit of a naff camera for everything else, unfortunately. But yeah, this is one of the little edity things that I have to do before I then start to edit a video. So there you go. For everyone that was asking, is Cooper learning how to use a camera, or do you find a local or something like that to help you film things? Then no, not really. It's just putting in keyframes so that it looks like the camera's moving as I ride past it or something like that. So quite clever, but not exactly brilliant technology, unfortunately, as far as well, actually there's a new version out, as there always is. It's megabucks, and I only bought this one, which was the Insta360 1X2. I only bought this one, like, I don't know, last year or something like that, and now there's a new one now with a 1-inch sensor and blah 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 blah. It's like another 500 or 600 quid. So yeah, what a pain. No doubt I'll change at some point, but for now, that's the way it is. And I've just remembered I was supposed to talk about tellies or something today, wasn't I? I want to go into it in depth, so let's talk about tellies on the next one, because I think we're about 10 minutes now with the clutch and 360 and all that kind of stuff. So thanks for watching. Once again, if you have any comments or questions, please do ask them in the comments section down below. And yes, I think I will continue, at least for the next few times. I don't know, give it a week or so, see what it's like then. Really committing to this, aren't I? Oh dear, sorry about that. Right, yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.